So my name's Anna Chandler, and I graduated William Jewell back in 2009, which was an eternity ago, it seems. I now work in SEO at a small internet marketing firm in Overland Park, Kansas. We help with the website's presence, making sure they're found for the right products to the right clients online, which as a job requires some technical know-how, but most of it is really just reading and writing and research, which was all the skills I learned at Jewell to put me here. A lot of people don't even really know what SEO is, much less relate it directly to English. You'd think that it come from a marketing perspective, a marketing degree. But SEO is all about understanding what's happening out in the world. We get a lot of conflicting information. We get it from a lot of different sources, and there's nothing definitive. So you have to be able to sift through a lot and figure out what's probably accurate. And then from there, you have to apply it in a written format. 90% of what I do in a day is just writing. And it's writing that has to follow certain rules, both technical rules and then like character limitations and something that interests people too, that interests the users to click through a little short description they read to get to a website. So in that sense, I actually use those skills a lot. I actually did one of the overnight tours at Jewell, which I hosted while I was there because they're so neat. I think they're really great for our students. And I just loved the campus. I thought it was a beautiful location. It fit into like every college dream movie I'd ever played in my head as a high school student, so I chose to go there. And I became an English major because that's what I did. I read a lot. I'd read my whole life. That was my favorite class in high school. I honestly didn't have a lot of plans for it. I didn't know, starting my freshman year, what I was going to turn it into as a career and what I was going to use my degree for. So don't worry if you don't know yet either, because I didn't. I didn't all of those 4 years even. But I knew that the basic skills could launch me into a lot of different careers, so whatever I settled on, it was going to be very applicable, whether it was something like pre-med or pre-law or even just more of a basic kind of office job. I'd start with that skill set. And I continued through English literature all 4 years, graduated at the worst economy crash we'd seen since like the Great Depression, so that was not an awesome start. So there was some small steps to where I got now, but I actually got my foot in a door at a different internet marketing startup, and just my job was just to answer the phones. But when I started doing that, I found that they didn't have a lot of processes and places that they needed. They didn't have a lot of processes in place that they needed to really deliver their product to the client well. And so I set about creating a system, and from there ended up in this SEO world and then into this new job where I am now. And identifying that system was just, again, that writing and research. And finding out what do we need and then how do we make that happen and then making that happen. So that's how I got where I am today from Shakespeare. I did not want to be a teacher, so I assumed that the serving fries was therefore the future for me. A lot of people asked me, and I mean, Jewell itself did try to do more necessarily than what I had a plan for. They do try to show you, here's some different things you could do with this degree. Here's some internships that we recommend. So it wasn't that there wasn't any knowledge out there for to grasp. I myself just wasn't sure what I wanted to do with it once I got that firm footing. My whole goal up to that point was to get to college and to get a good degree from this place. And then what happened afterwards was still kind of an open question. But I really do think that if I had started off at a different place to get to here in SEO, marketing would probably have prepared me, maybe communications, but not very many degrees would have been as useful as English. If I got a degree in biochemistry or something, I would be really flummoxed here versus feeling very prepared for it.